love to say some things. Thank you very much. Energy with a lot of excitement in the house. Welcome with you today. One and only mentor and coach, millionaire coach, Mr. David Imonite.
Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Junior excited. Let me hear you scream for Mr. David. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you turn up this mic a little bit more? All right. Thank you. How's everybody doing?
Great!
Okay. How about the rest of you guys? How are you guys doing? Good. Who's a guest here today? If you're a guest, you're not involved in the business yet. Raise your hand if you're a guest.
Yeah.
You're not in the business yet. Matter of fact, stand up. If you're a guest here today, you're not in the business. You're not in the business. Stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Wow, a lot of guests. Let's give the guests a big round of applause for being here. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. You can have a seat. I'm just going to share really quickly my story, how I found this particular opportunity. About 4.5 years ago, I was in a transition in my life, and I got a phone call from Yvonne Tapia. Let's give Yvonne Tapia a round of applause.
Wow!
And Yvonne Tapia called me and said, "Hey, listen, David, I want to share something with you." And I said, "Sure." He was actually in Houston, Texas. He was supposed to meet with someone else, but that person stood him up. So he wasn't even planning to meet with me. All right, he wasn't even planning to meet with me. But he just called me while he was in Houston and said, "Hey, I want to share something with you." So he came over to my home and he shared what you guys saw today. Now, the first time I saw it, I thought he was crazy. Because I said, that looks way too what?
Juicy.
Hard. That looks way too difficult. But he said, you know what? Why don't you come to Las Vegas and meet the owner of the company, Chris Pateri. Let's give Chris a big round of applause. And so I flew out to Las Vegas, and the meeting probably started maybe like 5 p.m. All right? By 6 o'clock, my answer was no. All right? They were talking about the harmonic scanner. All right? They were talking about Forex and how people are making money with the services. And by 7 o'clock, my answer was no. By 8 o'clock, my answer was no. I was like, listen, let's go to dinner. Because that's really why I came. I came so I could eat. There was this nice restaurant that I love in Las Vegas, and I told Yvonne, I said, Yvonne, if you guys take me to that restaurant, I'll come. And it's a good sushi place. So we go to dinner, and my good friend, Jared Wilkins, he started asking Chris a lot of questions about his company. And some of you, if you haven't met Chris yet, you will. Chris really didn't have the answers to any of the questions. So by 9 o'clock, my answer was no. 10 o'clock, my answer was no. We went back to his penthouse, all right? So he wanted to show us his penthouse. I went there, I said, okay, this is nice. 11 o'clock rolls around, my answer is what? No. We're about to walk out of the door. right? But taking us, okay, all right, time to go. Thank you guys, but this is not for me. And before we walked out of the door, I said, oh, show me your compensation plan. And they proceeded to show me the compensation plan. And here's what I saw. I saw 4, 4, 4. Everybody say that.
60
4,
pieces.
4, 4.
600.
12 customers, $600 a month. I made my decision to be a part of this business based on $600 a month. I didn't make my decision based on if you can make millions of dollars. No, I made my decision purely based on what? $600 per month. So what does that mean? That means that in order for your life to change, all it takes is a moment. All it takes is what?
A moment.
It's a what?
A moment.
One moment. One moment can completely change everything in your life. And that is what happened in September, October of 2016. All right? So you fast forward today, we're in 2021, and I believe that we've impacted a lot of people. Now here's the deal. If you look at this word impact, the last 3 letters spell what?
Act.
Act. It spell what? Act. Act is short for action. Does that make sense? It's short for what? Action. If you're going to make an impact on your life, if you're going to make an impact on the lives of other people, if you're going to make an impact on Nigeria, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to do what? You're going to have to act. If you're a guest in this room and you have seen enough and you've heard enough and you say, I'm ready to take action, I'm ready to act, I'm ready to make a decision and get started with this platform, I want you to stand up where you are. If you're in this guest, if you're a guest here and you say you're ready to take action, I want you to stand up where you are. We can do better than that. Let's give them a big round of applause. I don't know if you guys fill out applications, or you guys do that, or you guys do everything online? Everything online. Okay, cool. Well, listen, the person that invited you here today, they're going to get you started. Let's give it another big round of applause. Get you started. I am really excited to be here, to be back home in Nigeria. And I'm really especially proud of Sylvia and Steph, the IO sisters. Let's give them a big round of applause. No, we can do better than that. We can do way better. I had a chance to meet them. I believe they were maybe Platinum 2000s at the time, or maybe Platinum 1000 at the time when I had a chance to meet them. But you could just tell that they had what it took to become successful in this business. They had the right spirit, they had the right energy, and they knew that they were going to win. They knew that they found something that was going to make a difference in their lives. And I want to share with you real quickly, because I'm going to do the majority of the training tomorrow. I want to share with you a very powerful word. And it's called goals. Everybody say goals. Goals. Say it one more time. Goals. Goals. Your whole life can transform with that one word. With that what? That one word, goals. Now, in life, you should have goals, but automatically you're going to have distractions. You're going to have challenges. All right? You're going to have obstacles. There are going to be things that come into your life that are going to try and stop you from accomplishing your goals. How many of you have goals in here? Raise your hand if you have goals. Okay. I remember 2008. I was still living with my father at the time. Broke. I've been in network marketing for 4 years. No success whatsoever. No monetary success. and I stumbled on a training by Zig Ziglar. All right? Zig Ziglar was a great sales trainer, motivational speaker. And I found this training on YouTube. And what he talked about was how to set goals. All right? 6 steps to setting what? Goals. And I started to learn these 6 steps. That was back in 2008. I have used these 6 steps. I'm going to give them to you real quickly. I've used these 6 steps to accomplish every goal that I have in my life. They're very simple. And as a matter of fact, how many of you are going to be here tomorrow? How many of you are going to be here tomorrow? Raise your hand, you're going to be here again? Okay, good. So I'm going to give you some homework today. And I want you to come with your homework completed tomorrow. All right? How many of you are going to do that? How many of you are going to come with your homework completed tomorrow? All right. And I started to study these 6 steps. And I remember one of my first goals was I wanted to make $10,000 a month. All right? That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to get to $10,000 per month of income. And I started to use these 6 steps. I'm going to share with you real quickly. And I can tell you this, every single goal that I've ever used these 6 steps for have worked. Every single last goal. So if it can work for me, it can work for you. They're very simple things to do. But what I've realized in life is that what's simple to do is also simple not to do. You guys with me? All right. Step number 1. Should pay close attention. This is very simple. Step number 1, you must write the goal down. You must do what? You must do what? You must write the goal down. Not only should you write the goal down, you must have the goal put where you can see it every day. All right? So what I did when I was living with my dad, I took a blank check and I wrote $1 million on it. Okay? Now, this bank account, this was not a regular bank account. This was a E-Trade bank account. All right? So this was an investment bank account. All right? I didn't know anything about investing, but I opened up this investment bank account, and in the U.S. it's called E-Trade. And I wrote $1 million on it. And this was 2008 when I did this, right? And I dated it for 2010. Now, when I wrote it down, there was no way I could make $1 million based on what I was doing at that particular time. There was no proof that I would make $1 million. There was no evidence that I would make $1 million. I was just following exactly what this gentleman told me to do. What Zig Ziglar told me to do on that audio, on that training, I did exactly what he said to do. He said, write it down, put it where you can see it every day. So I took the check and I put it on my bedroom door. Another thing that I did, I took a dollar bill, $1, and I took a Sharpie, all right, a marker, and I changed it to $100,000 because my first goal was to make what? What was my first goal? So I wanted to make $10,000 a month. All right? So I took that dollar bill and I put it on my bathroom sink. So every morning, right, when I would go and brush my teeth, I would see what? That $100,000. Okay? So that's step number 1. You have to do what? You have to do what? Write it down. Have you ever heard the saying, write the vision, make it plain, so who sees it will run? Have you heard that before? No. Okay. So that means that your ability to run, your ability to what? Act, is based on what? What you're seeing. All right? Now, if all you're seeing is lack, if all you're seeing is poverty, if all you're seeing is what it is that you need, all right? If all you're seeing is what you don't have, is that motivating? No, it's not. So you have to see the end result. Everybody say this. Begin with the end in mind. All right? You have to begin with the end in mind. This is what every successful person has ever done. All right? So no matter where you are right now, I don't care what financial situation you're in right now, you've got to create a vision for where it is that you want to go. You have to. All right? So that's step number one. Now, here's what I want you to do. When you write it down, this is your homework. I want you to write it down this way. I am so happy and grateful now that I am earning over whatever your goal is. Okay? Start at least $10,000 a month.
Powerful.
Hello?
I'm there.
Start at what? Start at $10,000 a month. All right? Now, so I'm going to show you guys something, okay? Is $10,000 a lot of money?
No.
Is $10,000 a lot of money? Okay. So, what I'll do is, who drove here today? Who drove over an hour to get here?
About an hour.
Who drove over 2 hours?
Now to get here now.
Okay.
We didn't.
Who drove over 3 hours to get here?
We drove about
3 hours. Okay. Who drove over 4 hours?
We traveled yesterday. We traveled yesterday. No, yesterday.
Okay. If you drove over 5 hours to be here, stand up. If you drove over 5 hours to be here.
What be today now?
okay to
Today.
Okay. If you drove 6 hours, stay standing.
You don't travel with that now.
If you drove 7 hours, stay standing.
Yesterday, yes, not today.
If you drove 8 hours, stay standing.
That guy go make it. Going to Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is far.
You drove over 8 hours. Okay. If you drove 9 hours, stay standing.
very soon not see anybody.
9 hours. You drove 9 hours. You drove 9 hours?
From where?
Now travel now.
How many hours?
Travel.
You drove more than 11 hours?
No, that guy is from Port Harcourt.
Did you drive it today?
Not today.
Okay, how many hours did you drive? Huh? 24.
So no need for you to go. No need for you to go. Oh my God.
Have a seat. Have a seat. I want to show you guys something. I was talking to you about making $10,000 a month, right? So you were hearing $10,000 a month. And you guys, your energy was so low. I pulled out a couple $100 for you to see, and your energy went up.
What you see?
What you see?
Power of seeing.
You're motivated by what?
You see.
What you see. This guy said he drove 24 hours to be here. That's serious, though. That is some serious commitment. And which car did you drive for 24 hours? That's what I want to know. Which one did you drive?
From where?
What are you holding up? Are you the one that did it? I can't hear you. You said what? Your ticket. You took your bus 24 hours. From where? From where? Where? Is that 24? Is that 24 hours? Yeah. Okay, here. Come on, get $100. That's serious. Okay. So let me give you guys a little tip, okay? Excitement pays.
Did he say pipe?
What?
Massive.
Excitement what?
What be that?
So let me ask you a question.
Ghana be that time. Massive.
If you found $1 million, you found it. How excited would you be if you found
Relocated. I have relocated.
You will go blank.
No, I'm curious.
Me.
You will go blank.
Relocated.
No. How excited would you be if you found just $1 million?
I will last sleep for 1 month. Woo!
Okay. So maybe a million is too small. What if you found 5 million? It's still too small.
Bring it up, bring it up.
It's still too small. What if you found 10 million? You found $10 million.
It's 6 months, 6 months. Something to buy this country over.
That seems like it's too small too. How about this? What if today, you saw an opportunity that had $5 to $7 trillion available to you every single day, and we showed you many different strategies, many different tools that you can use to withdraw as much as you want of the $5 to $7 trillion every single day? What type of excitement do you think you should have?
I am buying the country over. Woo! That
was it. Here's what I'm trying to explain to you. Goals energize you.
Yeah, that's right.
See, when you have a goal, I'm not talking about a wish. I'm not talking about I would like to. I'm not talking about, oh, I should be here. You know people like that? They should do this and they should do that, and they just should all over themselves. How many know people like that? All right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an obsession. Goals is what? An obsession. It is a focus. It is what you see every single day. It is what you talk about every single day. See, when I found this opportunity, I was really excited. I was really pumped up. And what it did was, it caused me to take action every single day. When we started this business, I wrote down, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have over 100 Chairman 10s and above. In my, at the time it was IML, in my IML organization. I wrote it down. When I wrote it down, the company had one chairman. How many? One. So there was no proof. There was no evidence. Does that make sense? There was no indication that that was going to happen. But I wrote it down. I didn't even know how it was going to happen. I had just got involved in the business. But I understood these 6 steps that I'm sharing with you right now. These 6 steps are how you take your reality and you turn your reality into gold. How many want to do that? How many want to take your reality right now and turn it into gold? First thing you have to do is you have to write it down. You have to do what?
Write it down.
You have to write it down. And then you have to see it every single day.
Right.
Number 2, write this down, this is important. Number 2, you have to put a date of completion. Okay? I'm going to give you guys this date. All right? Me and Steph and Sylvia were talking yesterday, and we came up with some things. I'm not going to share it with you today. You got to come back tomorrow. Okay? But we came up with some things. And I think you're going to be pretty excited about it. That's just what I think. I don't know. I think you're going to be excited about it. I think you're really going to be pumped up about it. Yeah. You specifically, I think you're really going to be excited. Yeah. For sure, right? Yeah, for sure. You didn't tell anybody, did you? Okay, no. You didn't tell anybody. Okay, good. You see, guys, that's faith. He hasn't seen it, but he's already what? Excited. That's faith. Based on what he what? Heard. It says, blessed are those that have not seen.
Believe.
Are you good? All right. Number 2, you have to put a date of completion for that goal. Today is May 14th. Tomorrow is May 15th. So I want you to put this date down. Put August 15th. This is your homework. Okay? This is your homework. August 15th, 2021. So that's 90 days. How many days?
90 days.
90 days. If you really understand how to build this business, you build it in 90-day intervals. Okay? Winners that succeed in this type of business, they run for what? 90-day intervals. All right? Then they take a break. 1, 2 days, 3 days maybe, and then they do it for another what?
90 days.
So when I wrote my goal down, when I said we were going to have 100 chairman 10s, right? I gave a date of completion, and that date was 18 months. I said by March 2018. Hello? I said by March 2018 that we will have over 100 chairman 10s and above. I did what? What did I do?
Set a date.
Hello?
Set a date.
All right, I set a date. But what did I really do? I said. I did what? I did what?
Set it.
I said it. Write that word down. Said. I said it. When someone says they said something, what does that mean?
They believe it.
When you say I said it, what does that mean?
No.
It's already done.
What does that mean?
It's already done.
That means it's in my what? It's in my past. So when I said it, what I was doing was I was taking the current situation that I was in, right? And I wasn't speaking about the current situation I was in. I was creating what? My future. Based on what? What I was what? Saying. All right. You'll get it tomorrow. Don't worry. All right. So you got to put a date of completion. Your date of completion is what? What is it?
August 15th.
August 15th, 2021. Okay? You guys with me? All right. Now, Number three, step number three is you have to eliminate the obstacles. You have to eliminate what?
The obstacle.
The what? Obstacles. Because anytime you're going to accomplish something great, there has to be challenges. Does that make sense? Yeah. We wouldn't celebrate you if you didn't go through challenges. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right? So you can't run from the challenge. You have to embrace the challenges. All right? Now let me tell you the two biggest challenges you're going to face on your way to success. All right? You ready? Write this down. Two biggest challenges you're going to face. Number one is people. Hello?
Hi.
That's not the biggest challenge, but that is the second biggest challenge. The second biggest challenge you're going to face is what?
People.
People. The first biggest challenge that you're going to face, anybody want to guess who that is?
Yourself.
Myself.
Yourself.
Yes.
So here's what you have to eliminate. You have to eliminate. He said you have to eliminate yourself. Maybe not to that extreme. But he's right in the sense that there's a part of you that has to die.
Doubt.
There's a what? There's a part of you that has to die so you can be reborn. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right? So here's what you have to do. Two biggest obstacles. Number one, you have to eliminate negative people from your life. You have to eliminate who? Negative people. This is your homework now. You have to, today, you have to take inventory. Everybody say inventory.
Inventory.
Everybody say inventory.
Inventory.
You have to take inventory of the people that are in your life. Everybody look around. Everybody just look around. All right? That's what you have to do. You have to look around and say, okay, who is in my life?
Really?
Is this person going where I'm going? Is this person where I want to go? All right? You got to take inventory of the people that are in your life. My life changed when I changed the people that were around me all the time. All right? The next thing you have to do is you have to eliminate negative self-talk. This is the part of you that needs to die. You have to eliminate what? Negative self-talk. Now, we speak negative based on what we see. That's what we do. What we do is we see a problem and we talk about the problem. You have to change that. I'm not saying that you deny that there's a problem. I'm just saying don't speak about the problem. What I am saying is that you speak to the problem. Big difference. Speaking about the problem creates more of the problem. Speaking to the problem changes the problem. Are you with me? Are you guys with me? All right, watch this. It's very simple. So God saw darkness. What did he see? What did he see? He saw darkness, but he spoke light. Does that make sense? So you can see lack, but you have to speak what? Well. Tell me, this is what I did. This is what I do. Yeah, I would look in the back office and I would say, I see increase. The back office would be playing up and down, up and down, up and down. Right? How many of you have ever experienced that? The back office, right? And I would speak to the back, I said, I see increase. Monday night, increase. Monday night, increase. Right? You have to speak to the problem. You've got to eliminate all negative self-talk. And see, it's important for you to eliminate people that are speaking negative. Because that gets into your spirit. Does that make sense? It says faith comes by what?
Hearing.
But guess what? Fear comes by hearing too.
Yes.
So you got to take inventory on who is speaking faith and who's speaking fear. If they're speaking fear, we don't talk. Anybody who knows me, you talking that? No, we can't talk. I gotta call you back. I tell them, hey, let me call you back. Hey, I gotta take another call. I gotta make another call. Does that make sense? All right. So you gotta eliminate negative self-talk, and you have to eliminate negative people. All right? You have to. Does that make sense? All right. So that's step number 3. That's step number 3. So here's what I want you to do. Here's your homework. I want you to take inventory on some of the negative things that you say about your life. Some of the negative things that you say about your business. Some of the negative things you say about your country. Huh? Hello? Do you speak positive about your country? Hello? Do you speak positive about Nigeria? No, you do not. I used to hear this all the time. David, you don't understand our people now. Eh? They don't want to learn. They just want to make money. Really? That's what you're going to get. They're not going to want to learn. They're just going to want to make money. You don't understand our people. It's really hard. It's complicated. It's different here than so. Are there millionaires here in Nigeria? Yeah. Are there billionaires here in Nigeria? So why not you? You know what's interesting? If you run into a billionaire here, and they don't talk negative. Even though they live in the same country and they're dealing with the same situation, same whatever, they don't talk negative. Guys, here's the truth, right? Watch this. You know, you have an opportunity now to actually become a billionaire. What's a billion naira? How much is that? How much? 2 million. What? Are you serious? This is what you're worried about, $2 million. Hello. This is what how many are praying to God for blessings? Right now you're praying to God for blessings. God bless me, God bless me, God bless me.
God already blessed you.
Complete, utter rubbish. How? Why am I praying for something He's already given me?
Oh, wisdom personified. You have said it!
Why I'm giving you all wisdom has already been given to you. You know what you should do? You should just tell Him thank you. Thank you for the billion.
Thank you. Thank you for the billion.
Everybody
In
say,
dollars.
Thank you for the billion.
Thank you for the billion in
It's
dollars.
only $2 million. $2 million.
Shy.
Hello?
That means Tejas is a billionaire here.
I don't know. You guys believe that you can actually become billionaires? You guys believe that?
Yes.
You should. Listen, if I were you, I wouldn't talk millions anymore.
Million!
I wouldn't talk millions anymore. I wouldn't say I'm a billionaire.
Million!
I live in the U.S., man. I only say I'm a billionaire.
That's right.
You live here in Nigeria, you should only say I'm a billionaire. You know what's so funny, eh? That when you keep saying that, when you keep saying that I'm a billionaire, right? You know what happens, right? You know what happens?
Paradigm shift.
The right opportunities will come in order for you to actually become a billionaire. That's how it works. Thank you for the sound effects.
The billionaire sound.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a billionaire. Yeah. Seriously.
Yes.
No cap.
By 40.
No cap.
That's a little over 2 years. Billion.
Yeah.
US dollar.
Yeah.
No cap.
Yeah, don't.
Seriously. No joke. Hmm? So you eliminate negative self-talk by replacing it with what?
Positive.
Positive self-talk. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So the statement that I had you write down in the beginning, I'm so happy and grateful now, right? That I earn over, what is your goal? Tell me, what's your goal? What number did you write down?
$100,000 a month.
Tell me now, what number did you write down?
Over $100,000 a month.
Okay. You guys are not talking.
Over $100,000 a month.
$10,000.
Over 100. Over 100.
Who said 50,000?
No. From 100.
$100,000.
Yes. A month.
Okay. All right.
They will graduate to a week.
So you replace
They
it
will
with that
graduate to a
statement.
day.
See, I am.
Then
is
it
a
becomes
very
one
powerful
trade.
Word. It's two powerful
Hey.
words. I am. I am is God.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you put after I am goes into creation.
That is it.
That's why I say I'm a billionaire. Hmm? Tell me, what is it that God can't do? Hmm? Huh? What is it that He can't do? What's a billion? It's nothing. It's nothing to Him. Right? Let me tell you something. This is how you know you're around someone who's negative. When you speak your goal and they don't say amen. When they don't agree with you, don't be around that person. Spend very little time with that person. You have to be around people that agree with what it is that you're speaking. Does that make sense? All right. Number 4. Step number 4 is you have to identify who you're going to work with. This is key. This is very, very vital. The number one job of a leader, write this down, the number one job of a leader is to identify potential leaders. Are you with me? The number one job of a leader is to do what?
Identify
what?
potential leaders.
Potential leaders. Do you know what allows me to identify potential leaders? My affirmations. What I'm speaking every single day attracts the right people into my life and removes the wrong people from my life. Does that make sense? Yeah. See, I come from the school of thought that belief or speaking the right things create everything. Because that's how this world was created. It was spoken. That's what happened. God said, God said, God said let there be light. God said this, God said that. And because I'm creating His image, I can do what He did, which is what? Create with what I want, say. Does that make sense? All right? Identifying potential leaders. So 2 things you need to identify. Number 1, you need to identify who you're going to listen to. For the next 90 days, who am I going to what? Listen to. I'm not going to question. I'm not going to overthink what they tell me to do. I'm going to trust because this person has the results that I'm looking for. They have the results that I am believing for. Are you with me? Okay. And then you need to identify who you're going to serve. Hello? You need to identify who you're going to be working with, and you need to identify who you're going to serve. Who are you going to help accomplish their goals? And because they accomplish their goals, you end up what? Accomplishing what? Your goals. Zig Ziglar, that same man, he said, help enough people get what they want out of life, and you will have everything that you want out of life. See, you have to have the heart of a leader, the servant heart of a leader. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right? You accomplish your goals not for you. You accomplish your goals to make a difference in the lives of other people. Does that make sense? The reason why you're going to become a billionaire is so you can make a difference in the lives of other people. That's why you need to become a billionaire. Not for you. It's so you can do what? Make a difference. You can what? Provide impact in the lives of other people. That's why you become a billionaire. So who am I going to serve? Who am I going to work with? Who am I going to spend time with? Who am I going to communicate with every single day? You need to identify who those people are. Help them accomplish their goals. Believe in them. Serve them. And you will be taken care of. What you make happen for one, God will make happen for you. That's how it works. It's not complicated. All right? Step number 5. Very simple. This is your plan of action. What is my plan of action for the next 90 days? There's only 3 things that you're doing in building this business. 3 things. Number 1 is you are prospecting every day. Meaning you are exposing the business every single day. Social media has completely transformed this industry. It has moved this industry in such a fast pace. See, back in my day, coming up, in order to meet 5 people, in order to meet 10 people, 20 people, you had to physically go out and meet these people. Does that make sense? You had to leave your house, you had to be dressed nice, right? And you had to know how to communicate with people in order to get their contact. This is a contact sport. You got to make contact with people. But with social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, right? Guess what? You can make contact with 5, 10, 15, 20 people every single day, right from your home, right from your cell phone, right from your computer. So the first thing, the plan of action you got to have is, okay, how many people am I going to expose to this opportunity on a daily basis? On a what? On a daily basis. How many people am I going to expose to the opportunity? And I'm going to use all of the mediums that are available to me in order to do that. All right? Whether it's social media, I'm going to do that. Okay? Whether I'm at a nice hotel, in the restaurant, having lunch, right? And you meet someone, okay? Every single day you have to have a goal of how many people you're going to make contact with. Does that make sense? All right? Next is how many presentations am I going to do? Back in my day, to give a presentation, you had to physically be in front of the person to do the presentation. Today we have what? Zoom. Everybody say Zoom.
Zoom.
Zoom has made us billions. Hello? You know, Zoom went public. It went public. It became a publicly traded stock. It opened at $57. I bought some. I bought a lot. It's about $400 a share now. So keep using Zoom. It's a good company, great company. Zoom has made it very simple for us to present this opportunity right from our home. So how many presentations can you do per day? How many Zoom presentations can you do per day? 1, 2, 3. If you're really serious, I will tell you to do at least 3 a day. If you're really serious. if you're serious about becoming a billionaire, that's what I would do if I were you. I would be doing at least what? At least what? 3 presentations a day. Okay. Plan of action. The next big event. There will be another big event that will take place 90 days from this one. Okay? 90 days from this one. All right? And I'm going to tell you why it's going to be 90 days. You build the business in what? 90-day interval. So all the momentum that is going to be created this weekend, all of the belief that's going to be created this weekend, all of the activity and action that people are going to take after this weekend, we're going to be able to blitz for the next 90 days, and then we're going to have another event. We got 1,000 people in here. That event will have 3,000 people in it. Hello? You guys with me?
Yeah.
All right? So you plan for that next big event. The leaders in the room, I want you guys to start understanding what you're doing here. You got to plan for the next big event. 90 days from now. All right? Now, number 6. Let me do a quick recap. What's number 1?
Write it down.
Write it down and do what? See it. All right? Guys, I'm fanatical about this. If you come to my place, my goals are everywhere. Does that make sense? It's everywhere. It's in the living room. It's in the kitchen. It's in the dining area, right? It's in the hallway. It's in the bathroom. It's in my bedroom. It's in the closet. It's everywhere. Everywhere I turn, all I see is where I'm going. I don't see my current situation. I see where I'm going. Hey guys, when I learned this, I had $1,000 to my name. Hello? I had what? $1,000. I started doing it. I took that dollar bill, changed it to 100,000. It worked. Then I said, okay, maybe it'll work for $1 million. So I did it for $1 million. I took the dollar bill, changed it to $1 million. It worked. And then I said, okay, well, if it worked for $1 million, maybe it'll work for $5 million. So I did that. I took a $5 bill, changed it to $5 million, put it on the bathroom sink. It worked too. Then I said, well, you know what? If it worked for 5, I just decided to skip 10. I went to 20. Took a $20 bill, changed it to $20 million. It worked. Woo! You know, when you hit 20 million now, in Naira, it doesn't really hit. $20 million, what's that in Naira?
That's 20 times 5, just 20 times 5. That's 10 billion.
That sounds a lot better than 20 million. Now here's the funny thing. Majority of you in this room, you're smarter than me. Majority of you in this room, you probably work harder than me too. But you don't believe the way I believe. Hello? This stuff works. It works every time too. So, plan of action. How many people am I going to prosper? How many presentations am I going to do per day? And I'm going to promote for the next big event. I'm going to get 100 people there. I'm going to get 300 people there. I'm going to get 500 people there. You need to set a goal of how many people in your organization are going to be at that event. Number 6. This is my favorite part. Number 6 is what's in it for me. What's in it for me? How are you going to reward yourself for accomplishing your goal? How are you going to do what? How are you going to reward yourself for accomplishing
What did I go get?
So, I told you, myself, staff, Sylvie, we were having a conversation yesterday. We were talking about, what can we do? Okay? What can we do? Tomorrow, we will announce what we're going to do.
Woo! Woo!
Let's go!
I'm really excited about it. I wish I could tell you today, but your energy today has been a little bit different. So I don't think today.
Hey, let's go! Let's go!
We'll wait until tomorrow. You guys, really come back, right energy, and then we'll share everything. Okay? Yeah, tomorrow. Don't worry. Okay? These are the 6 steps. Are you with me? These are the very simple 6 steps that you take to accomplish every goal that you have. All right? Now, here's what's interesting about this. The very first step. What was the very first step? Write it down. And put it what? Where you can see it every day. I was doing a training for some leaders. It was a small training, right? And I was just asking them some questions. And a lot of the leaders in the room, they kept talking about their past, right? They kept talking about what had gone wrong. That's all I kept hearing. And I said to them, I said, hey, listen, why do you guys keep talking about the past? I said, look up the meaning of the word past. And the definition that we saw, it said that the past has gone by in time and it no longer what?
Exists.
I said, why do you guys keep talking about something that doesn't exist? It's in the past. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't change it. I said, what you guys got to do is start talking about what?
The future.
So I told them, I said, look up the meaning of the word future. Anybody have internet? You have internet here? Can you go on Google? Someone go on Google real quick and look up the definition.